A blessed Friday to you. Well, I hope you're not distracted by the chicken at the background, but let me distract you again with another thing. Let's look at this picture. This is me in a very important place here on earth. Don't be distracted by the subject, but I would like you to focus on the background because you will see an altar, and underneath the altar is this symbol. Well, this is the church that is erected on the very spot where Jesus multiplied the bread and fish and fed the 5,000. My name is Abiong Kalo, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Our gospel for today is from John chapter 6, verses 1 to 15, and it's about the story of the feeding of the 5,000. This is a very familiar passage to all of us. And in fact, we can draw a big amount of lessons from this story. Some would think and would believe that the greatest miracle that happened here was the miracle of generosity, that the people were moved by the gesture of the small boy offering everything that he'd got, the 5 loaves and 2 fish. And so they gave also what they have and were able to feed everybody, and there were many more leftovers. I think it is a human being or man's desire to explain something that they could not explain. But I believe that this is really a real miracle, that Jesus multiplied the bread and the fish. Well, if you believe in the miracle of incarnation and resurrection, then something like this would be believable. But you know, this account is very important because this account is mentioned in the 4 Gospels. And it's probably, aside from the resurrection, probably it's the only miracle that is mentioned in all 4 Gospels. But I would like us to focus, at least to me, something that struck while I was reflecting on this. And this is actually found in verse 6. Well, before looking at verse 6, this event will also allow us to remember Psalm 23. Because the Good Shepherd brings his sheep and allow the sheep to, be in the green pasture. The psalmist says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He brings me to the green pasture. He lays me down to the green pasture beside still waters." Here, Jesus asked the people to recline, to lay down on the green pastures up on a mountain. But this incident also points to Jesus as the true manna from heaven. This points to the Eucharistic celebration that Jesus gives himself as the true bread. Then again, as I have said, allow me to focus on verse 6. In verse 6, it says there that Jesus said this to Philip to test him because he knows exactly what he is about to do. That struck me because we all have been tested and we continue to experience testing. But this verse gives us the assurance that Jesus knows exactly what he's going to do. He is our satisfaction, and we can rely on him that he will always provide what we need because he knows exactly what we need and he knows exactly what he will do. So, my dear friend, as we meditate on today's gospel, let's look at our situation and remember the times when our faith is tested. And be assured that Jesus will do something and that he knows exactly what he's going to do. So whatever you're going through right now, as we celebrate the feast of the resurrection, offer them all up to Jesus because Jesus knows exactly what he's going to do. God bless you.